Hey, what's up, my friends? Hope you're having a good weekend. I'm hoping this will be a quick video. I just want to make sure all of you know. I mean, I've been posting a lot. I know you're probably getting tired of hearing from me, but I just want everybody to know that it looks like the alts are bottoming out now. And I'm going to show you some things that may convince you of that. And let's just jump into it. I mean, there's no reason to talk about it anymore. Let's just look at it real quick. I'm going to show you here in a second how our group, how the alert channels that I set up for our group found Slurf and MLN early recently. Right now we're in the fear zone, which is not surprising. I mean, X has been nothing but bear posting lately, it seems like. And I've been trying to drown that out a little bit by letting y'all know that you're being manipulated. I mean, if you want somebody to help you through all this, join our group, and I'll show you here in a second what I'm talking about. So our liquidation map for altcoins here. I mean, look, the neon, the really bright area, all of the liquidity is above. Why in the world would market makers take it down below here? There's no reason. There's no liquidity for them to grab. Everything's about liquidity, right? So we've got at least 100% move up here to 0.02 to 0.04. I don't know how this is figured, but I mean, it could even come up here to 0.05 before another small retrace or something happened. So just know that to me it looks like, and this isn't the only thing I'm looking at, but just know that to me it looks like all of the liquidity's up above and alts are bottoming. And we've already been seeing it in our group. We've already been making money on alts that are moving. So we're way ahead of the game. Most people are going to jump in late. So anyway, let's see here. None of the bull market peak indicator sell the top. None of that's happened yet. It's still saying to hold 100%. I mean, this isn't the end all be all, but just understand that, once this starts showing that it's time to sell some, then, maybe it's time to take profits. Looking at my Twitter real quick, just want to go over a couple of things. If I can find, here we go. So I put on here that no, the top's not in. Good luck if you think that it is. This particular indicator called Engineering Robo AI, which I have linked to a 7-day free trial in the description below. It has found the top and the bottom on every cycle. And right now we're kind of in the middle. The top shows 248K right now. I don't know what Bitcoin's going to do. It could dip down some, some more from here. All I care about is Bitcoin dominance, whether it's going to go down or not. So if we look at Bitcoin dominance, I'm just going to show you a few things here. Here we are on the weekly chart. So number one, this was a warning signal here that Bitcoin dominance was going to turn over fairly soon. Of course, it took a while because we're on the weekly chart. But anytime you drop through the 21 EMA and come down to the 51, it just drops straight down, then that means that, somewhat soon, you're going to start to see some closes below the 51. And that's what happened here in August of this year. And yeah, we got this huge crash, dominance went way up, came way down. It doesn't mean this wick has to be filled. I mean, look at this. Yeah, I guess it was filled over here, but you can see that there are times when these aren't filled in the past. Look at these wicks right here. Those weren't filled. So anyway, what we have going right now is what I would call a bear flag. Oops. And of course, for those that don't know, we want to see Bitcoin dominance drop just like it did way back here last cycle. We want to see that for alts to have a huge pump. So, some alts will find bottoms right now, some will find bottoms later. But once this thing really starts dropping, that's when your alts are pumped, 200% in one day. It happens. The 21 and 51 are getting ready to cross down on the weekly. That's kind of your resistance area right now. So this could still push up to 60%, although it's almost done it once already. If we go down to like a daily chart, we can see that there are some levels that we can look at here. Here's another one. Something like this. And then here's another one. I think it's about like that, maybe. Yeah. All right. So the reason I drew these lines is because you can see where the resistance areas and the support areas are currently from a diagonal perspective. So you got this bear flag. Once it falls below this, it's probably going to ride down this a little bit, maybe even go sideways here. And then just the bottom's going to fall out of it. So I'm putting that out there because that's what's going to happen, and we'll see. I don't really think it's going to come higher than this, but as far as this line right here, but we'll see. That's how I'm seeing it anyway. I'm going to give you a couple tokens that look ready to go. XLM, once it gets here above 32 cents, I was telling everybody, as this thing was coming down, I thought it was going to hold right here about 31 cents, but it had one more dip in it. And I was telling everybody yesterday or day before that it could just kind of roll over here real quick and then start moving up. So I think the bottom is in on this one. That's a higher low. Yeah, there's a bullish divert. Well, sorry, I was on a low time frame. I haven't really looked to see if there's any bullish divergences or not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's not one, but it looks good to me anyway. ICNT is one that I'm currently in a long in. I think I got in back here. And this is the 1 hour chart. The EMA still have plenty of gap in them. It's not showing any rolling over. This is a signal that we got in our Discord at 30%. I set up those signals so that we know when things are starting to pump on these tokens, and you can jump in on them early. But just be aware that if you take some of these plays, that they can reject at resistance areas first. And so if you get the 30% alert, sometimes it dips first, but then a day or two later, and maybe even later that day, they start to pump. So this is just the first early signal saying, hey, pay attention to this token. It could go much higher soon. And so this is the way we play them. You can see some of these. What, Slurf? Yeah, I talked about Slurf. This one, I think I've got the image for this somewhere here. Yeah, there it is. You can see on this one, we got an alert here on 10/17, 11:44 p.m. my time, 30%. And then yesterday at 12 a.m., it started pumping 100%, 175, 243. The system works. You can join if you want, or don't join. It's up to you. I've got it there for people to make money, and it works. That's all I can tell you. I'll just show you here. These are some of the plays I did last week, and some of them I shorted and long the same token. So not only do we have a system that I show you how to, and I actually did a video today and I made it public and showed you how to do the system. But, not only do we make money on the long, we make it on the short as well. So it's nice to be able to make money, no matter what the market's doing, right? Okay, ICNT, yeah, I think this one's going to move higher. It just needs to break above like 227 here. WLFI is another one that I think is getting ready to move up. I am in a long in this one as well. And I don't know, I guess if I was going to give a level here that it needs to get above, I'd say something like this, 1360. There is some resistance there, and as it comes up, there's some more resistance there. So, as it starts breaking through these in the next line, I don't know if it's here maybe. Next line would be around 1789, something like that it could reject from, but it doesn't have to. Sometimes these things just blow through it, just like Slurf did. Okay, is that all I wanted to say? What else do I want to tell you? Yeah, I've just mostly been going through crypto Twitter and, posting. I know some of you that follow me on Twitter, you may have seen me replying to a lot of people. I'm trying to call out these people that are manipulating everyone. If this is your first cycle, it's hard to navigate already. And then if you have people that are purposefully bear posting to get people out of their positions before the next move, then I'm trying to drown some of that noise out for you. Opal has put in a higher low, I believe that the bottom is in for that one as well. I do want to mention the liquidity cycles here. So this is based on business cycles, not 4-year cycles. We've had it wrong for a long time. So what you're looking at here on the blue line is PMI. It's the manufacturing index, I believe that's what it's called. But basically what it measures is whether the economy is strong or weak. And I guess it's measuring the US economy, not everybody's economy. But this is an inverted head and shoulders. Once it starts, see this one, how it pumped like that? This is when alts really go vertical, when this thing starts to move up. So it's kind of in an area where it's slowly working its way up. This cycle is probably going to last into 2026. It's still going to be volatile and hard to navigate, but we're going to do our best to navigate you. If you don't have the money to join our group, that's fine. Just keep following me on Twitter here, and I'm going to keep guiding you as best as I can. Of course, none of this is financial advice. I'm just you're following me on my journey, and I'm trying to show you the things that I'm seeing. So yeah, stablecoin, and let's look at Nansen real quick, just to verify here. But stablecoin inflows were still moving up. We're holding pretty well. Yeah, see that? They're still moving up. I mean, if we're in a bear market, why are stablecoin inflows moving up? These people on X, I think they're purposefully lying to you, or maybe they just really don't know. Maybe they're not looking at on-chain data. But I mean, this is clear as it can be. When inflows are moving up like this yellow line, that means that people are moving stablecoins onto exchanges to buy crypto, period. That's the only thing it means. Yeah, I don't know that I want to get into Nansen too much, but here's some of the tokens. If you just want to see, here's some of the tokens that Smart Money is currently buying over the last 6 hours. ZK, ENA, 4, which I don't know. I'd be careful with 4, but it might do okay. Tibber, I mean, it already did its move, is what I meant. Alu, we made money on that one. Cincy is showing up. That's interesting. That's one that we follow. So do I have all of this selected? Yeah, okay. And then over the last 24 hours, pretty much the same ones. Aster's on there. Who else? Okay. Let's see what retail's buying. So JLP, Believe, Trump, KTA, Arrow, Cake. And I didn't actually mean to say it that way. If anything, don't believe Trump. I'm not a political person because I don't believe in politics. All I believe is that they divide people. But I just found it funny that this was Believe Trump back to back like that. All politicians are scum of the earth, in my opinion. Yeah, Tao's looking good there. What else? Aster is showing up again. Yep. ETH, Aave. Okay, so hopefully that gives you some ideas of kind of what people are buying right now. And then for the last thing, we're going to look at what is trending as far as mind share, like on X and things like that. If I can get this thing to click through. Why is this not working? There we go. Okay. Let's look at last 24 hours. I think that would be best for us. All right, so here's your list. For free users, this is the thing that they're watching. Lab, COAI, 4, Aster, WorldCoin, UMA, Towns. Some of these are ones, Recall and Towns, we played for a profit recently. Eigen's been showing up a lot. There's ENA again. And then pro users, DTV, I never heard of that one. Sol, RVV, some of these are new to me. Wire, Bink, but I can also look at rank change to see which ones are hottest right now. And you got Tree, Towns, Aster's there again. Sire, we got somebody in the group that really likes Sire. I need to let him know about that. Lab, Ohm. Yeah, so these are just the last 24 hours. I'm not saying that they're absolutely going to pump immediately, but these are some of the ones that people are most interested in right now. Okay, well, I'm going to end it there. Let me know in the comments if there was something else you wanted me to cover, or if you have any questions. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate y'all watching, and we'll check everything again next week. But I think things are ready to move up, at least slowly, and then things will get moving much more into the end of the month and into next month. All right, you have a good one.